Welcome to day 1046 of these videos we make. I don't know what you want to call it anymore, but we have a lot to talk about today. It's been, I don't know, been 13 days or so since we last made a video here on DeSo. So we thought we'd talk a little bit about our progress we've been making with NFTz, other crypto stuff, some happenings at DeSo, some happenings at Focus. You want to take it from here, Brian?
Yeah, so I think first of all, I just want to thank everybody for helping us with NFTZ. Of course, we launched the NFTZ token, which is going to be a utility coin that's going to allow people to interact with NFTZ.me in unique, interesting ways. It's going to give you a lot of benefits. But we've raised $11,000, and this is enough to get us through several more months, which is great. Our goal is $30,000. We do hope we hit that goal because that will definitely take us well past focus and allow us to actually start seeing some of the fruits of the labor when focus does take off like we predicted. We reached 100 holders, so 100 different DeSo users have
Wow.
contributed. And of course, you can get there. The link is on the screen right now. If you want to contribute, if you do, I really appreciate the whole NFTZ team would really appreciate it. I'm not begging for your money. NFTZ is here to stay. The funds will be used just for further development. So if we don't reach our goal, some of our roadmap will not be able to take place unless we secure additional funding. But but yeah, we're gonna have some video updates for those who have contributed to holders of our coin pretty soon. And I'm showing some screenshots as you see. The price of the coin is gonna increase on open fund when it hits 11,000, which is only a couple $100 away. That's just along the bonding curve that's built in. Um, I just want to repeat with the current funding, a new version of NFTZ is secured, which you're kind of seeing on the screen right now. This is what's going to be launching as we progress throughout the rest of this month and early next month. Uh, but rewards and other updates, uh, we want to do more there, built into the code, which we need further funding to continue to build out. Martine is working his butt off. Of course, he's the only one working full time on this. Uh, we've really scaled things back from a financial perspective. We're not spending much, but he does rely on an income from building out NFTZ and making connections with people.
Yeah, and
Um,
I think the idea is to kind of allow Focus to bring people to NFTZ. That's our hope is that when Focus explodes, when we have, tens of thousands of people, hopefully more coming onto Focus, they're also going to be interested to see what else is on the DeSo blockchain. And of course, NFTZ is one of the major players on that blockchain. We hope that cre re, re make helps kind of create this rebirth of NFTs on the DeSo blockchain, and hopefully NFTZ can be part of that. So that's our hope. We need the funding just to kind of get us to that point where we feel we have a really good product for when Focus launches.
Yeah, and we got a lot of great ideas. We made a post, and a lot of people gave us a lot of great ideas, and Martine is already working on several of those. So we want to listen to the community. Of course, if you own the token, you have voting rights on certain things, and we're going to put some things to vote pretty soon. Natter's mom, if you're listening, tell Natter to ape in. Uh, I'm kind of just kidding here, sort of. Maybe not, but
Really, you're not kidding.
no. Natter, I know, is very busy. He's doing a lot of stuff. I'm really excited about Focus, and I just hope that the whole community can kind of rise up with Focus. But yeah, what's going on with some of these other
Yeah,
projects?
so Desocial World, another node on the Deso blockchain that hopefully gets even more traction when Focus launches is Desocial World. If you haven't checked it out, go to desocialworld.com. Ado and team have done an awesome job building that node out, building that app out. But they changed the font on their homepage, on the profile pages, so that it's easier to discern scammers. Like, for example, somebody could create an account, The Social World, and put an I in the place of the L. And previously, you could mistake the I for an L, right? So an uppercase I looks like a lowercase L, with a lot of fonts. So they changed that so that it's harder to create these fake accounts that appear to be another legitimate account. So good for Ado and team for doing that. They're constantly pushing these updates out. Definitely check out Desocialworld. I like the diamond shower feature in Desocialworld. I
Yeah.
use that almost daily now. So check them out. They have some features that you won't get on Diamond app. And Brian, anything else?
Yeah, DesoGuard. So Nathan Wells and Randir, they've teamed up to create this DesoGuard by Deso Scams, and they launched their own open fund where they're also raising funds like NFTz is. You can get there at openfund.com/D/Deso Scams, and they're trying to reward users, genuine users, while also trying to call out the fake accounts. They're working on several initiatives there, and actually NFTz, our project actually contributed a little bit to their project, and we will be working with DesoScam when Focus launches, and have something ready, so that we have bot and scam protection when Focus does launch. So NFTz is going to be working with DesoScam.
Yeah, sounds good. So also, DISO released a press release. I guess it was over the weekend or the last couple days. I think it was the beginning of the week. A press release that was picked up by Decrypt and many other cryptocurrency news and blog websites. And it talked about Focus. It talked about how Focus really has a good opportunity here with the OnlyFans community because these individuals can be come over here, they're going to be a market themselves in a Twitter-like space, right? Of course, the focus is going to be kind of like a Twitter, but it's also going to have that subscriber level benefits that OnlyFans creators usually use to monetize themselves. So it's a great opportunity for them. I've been talking about this for quite some time because I think the incentive program combined with the referral program is going to bring a lot of OnlyFans creators to the platform. And of course, when creators come to the platform, so too will their fans or the people who are consuming that content. So great opportunity there. I think somebody's gonna make a lot of money make a lot of focus token just by referring OnlyFans creators.
Yeah. Uh, I want to quickly touch on Bitcoin. Bitcoin price soared to 47,500 this morning. It seems like a lot of the supplies drying up. Grayscale was actually releasing a lot of Bitcoin onto the open market via Coinbase, and it seems like they've slowed this significantly. So now I think the demand from the ETFs that's coming in is pushing the price up where the supply isn't absorbing that demand. So we'll see what happens. Will we breach 49,000 like we did right
Or
before the ETF?
48,
I
I
don't
think it
know.
hit like what 48.6 or something. Definitely think that's where it's heading. Whether it breaks that or not, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. So Ash left. We got a message from him on DeSo this last couple days. I was actually talking to Ash before he made this message, and he kind of explained himself, but he explained himself in much more detail in his post. What are your thoughts?
I think he's burnt out. I think that happens to all of us.
We got burnout. That's why we stopped making these videos every day, right?
Yep.
No, so I did want to read one part of his comment where he talks about Natter. So like it's important to note that this wasn't something that happened on bad terms. He did get burnt out. He said he got burnt out. I mean, it happens in crypto. This is something that is known to happen in
Well,
crypto.
and not only crypto though. I mean, like we've experienced it with our previous project too. We've gone from, creating news websites to discussion forums to political news websites, like to being active on Twitter, to being active on DSO, to being active on Twitter again. I think, the human mind wants stimulation at all times. And sometimes when you work so hard in one area, it's no longer stimulating and you need a break first. You need to take a break from all of that, all of just having your life involved so thoroughly into certain area for such a long time. And a long time could be months, it could be years, it could be decades. It depends on the person, it depends on the type of activity you're involved in. But that burnout happens, and I think it happens to all of us.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is just a comment he said posted about Natter. He said the simplest way I can explain it is that he's mastered 4D chess. And I consider him on the same level as Elon Musk. I've seen too many parallels to deny this. Look at what Elon is building, and you'll see a lot of similarities. Natter beat him to the punch, and that's special. So like I agree that Nat people like Natter think in the same way as Elon Musk, and their brains work, I think, in similar fashions that Musk's brains work. Uh, it doesn't mean they're great at everything, but they're really good at what they're focused on. And I think Natter is going full steam ahead with DeSo, and I actually do have confidence here. I think one thing that really stands out in my mind is that Natter was attacked endlessly about a year to a year and a half ago because, oh, you're not spending any money, or you have all this money in the treasury and you're not using it. And you know what? He turned out to be right. Think about that. He has all of this Bitcoin now in the treasury. Bitcoin is now triple where it was back in the trough. And DeSo Focus are positioned in such an amazing situation with over $100 million in assets and all of this future ahead of them.
Yeah, and I think Ash is right. I think, maybe he'll be back one day. We don't know.
Yeah, and we're gonna miss him. I think he was amazing for this protocol.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he's gonna still be around. I'm sure he has like significant holdings in DeSo. So I look forward to still watching him post.
Yeah, and he also thanked Ed and the rest of the team. I think the core team has been pretty close here.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. But I think that's it, right? Did we miss anything?
Yeah, I know you signed up to Farcaster. You're checking that out. Any
Yeah.
any feedback on that? I haven't really checked it out too much.
Well, I made a post yesterday. So Farcaster has kind of had this renewed interest. Farcaster is like this pseudo decentralized protocol. And they were kind of sluggishly growing, but recently they launched something called frames, which is basically like a frame within a tweet, if you want to call it that. So you can basically have mini programs within a post, and people are using them for airdrops. People are using them for minting NFTs, for subscribing to newsletters. It's interesting. It's an interesting concept. I'm on Farcaster. I think it's a little bit boring. I think it's just Twitter on a blockchain, or Twitter on a decentralized Twitter without some of the bells and whistles that Twitter has, except frames. Frames are interesting. Maybe something for Natter to consider looking at.
Yeah, definitely. You can always get ideas from the competition, right? All right, I think that's all we have to talk about today. Everybody have a great rest of your Friday and great weekend. We'll talk to you soon.